This is a pair of Man City gloves, and I'm going to need them because for the next 24 hours, I'm not going to be allowed to live with anything apart from football club shop items. That means eating only club shop items. Oh my god, I'm going to be sick. That means sleeping with only club shop items. I'm in big trouble right now. That means dating only club shop items. Oh, I'm just joking about that, but I'll be surviving the next 24 hours like this. Let's go. Hour 1, I woke up and decided it was time for some breakfast. I know what you're wondering, Jamie. What could you possibly eat from a club store? Well, this is an Arsenal bar of dairy milk chocolate. It contains approximately 2,000 calories, and it's gonna taste sublime. There's a rule in our house where you're not supposed to eat junk food until after lunch, so sorry, Mum. Okay, I can see why that rule exists. You may also have spotted this, a Tottenham Hotspur teddy bear, here to provide emotional support. It's important to me that we have him. You know, I really should think of a The goal today is to prove that you can genuinely live using nothing but club shop items. So I made a checklist of things that we need to complete the challenge. Live, essentially. Okay, we're calling this the living list. Things like lunch, dinner, drink, sleeping arrangement, entertainment, exercise, which... Okay, this is a football video. That should really be easy to do. And then a bunch of other supplies I need to get before it gets dark. Because I'm going to be sleeping outside tonight, and it says it's going to be -1 degrees. But surely nothing bad has ever come from that, right? Why am I doing this challenging? And if I don't complete this entire list, I fail. And also probably get like hypothermia too. We've already got some gloves, had some breakfast, got some emotional support. Like I said, guys, it's very important. I mean, it is Christmas after all, but there's a lot on this list that I need to buy to survive the night. So... Hour 3, I got in the car to drive to the nearest club stores, which for me are Brentford and Fulham, and also some Sports Directs to see if they had anything I needed to complete the list. And, okay, I said I drove, but really it was my mum just giving me a lift, which is very nice of her, but I didn't want to tell her I just had 1,000 calories worth of chocolate for breakfast, so I kind of just sat there, awkwardly, thinking of a name for my emotional support bear. It's only been 3 hours, but I love it. What I'm actually really scared about today, I spend literally all my time in my room just playing games or watching TikTok. So what would happen if you put that same man in a situation where he literally had nothing but club shop items? And the one rule today is that I can only use a team once. So Arsenal, Spurs and City, I can't use them again for the rest of the challenge. Anyway, hour 4, we pulled up to a massive Sports Direct. And I think I'll be able to tick off a lot of the list here. I mean, this thing is huge. It's time to let me cook. That is a West Ham bottle. West Ham water bottle. We'll be using this video to drink water. It's the only drink the government gives us, so... That's sad. That wasn't all we picked up from the Sports Direct. We also got this Chelsea coat used to keep me warm. It's going to be -1 degrees tonight, so this is probably the most important thing today, besides food and sleeping arrangement. Okay, so maybe this isn't... I always feel so guilty when I buy a rival team's merchandise, like £50. That's not cheap. I get that because of the challenge we're doing today, I kind of like have to. But once this challenge is over, I shall burn it to the ground. Hours 5 and 6 were spent at the Brentford and Fulham mega stores. Who would have thought we'd come back here, huh? I'm going to take this off. Filming in public's embarrassing enough. I don't want to do this with a Chelsea fan. I was here a few months ago for my item challenge video, and I remember this store specifically having a lot of stuff in it. Same with Fulham, actually, which is very important because we still need lunch and dinner, and we haven't got it yet. And these club stores are the only real chance we have to find food. And if we can't get any food from in here, well, I am essentially. So I'm going to go in now. After looking around for ages, I managed to find something edible from both stores, which was so relieving, as you can tell by this exaggerated reaction I did for the camera. And by hour 7, it was time for lunch. That was actually a pretty successful morning, wasn't it? Bentancur. And please don't unsubscribe. We got a lot of stuff ticked off. So far, living on only club items is not so bad. It's actually kind of fun. And speaking of fun, for lunch, we're gonna have this Brentford Advent Calendar. I guess that makes this my Christmas special now. 25 doors, 25 more squares of chocolate. This is all they had. I think I'm gonna have like my yearly intake of sugar in one day. Please do not do this. So to moderate things, I think I'm only gonna have like 9, 10, 11, 12. I ate the entire advent calendar. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. We also managed to find some more food at the Fulham store, which I'm gonna say for dinner, it's... You know, it's a surprise. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. But I'm actually so relieved we even managed to, like, find food. Like, what would we have done if we didn't? Just, like, eat football shirts? This afternoon's going to be big, though. We're sleeping in -1 degree tonight, so we need to prepare for that. But first, I think it's time for some exercise. I think I really need it today. Hour 8 I spent doing exactly that, exercising. I went on a run in a Juventus shirt. It's a shirt designed for sports. What do you want from me? We also wore these Barcelona sweatbands, which actually serve no purpose to running at all. I don't even know why I bought them. I thought they made me look really cool like Benzema, but they just made me look like a weird gym instructor from the 80s. But hey, regardless, running, I don't do it much, but it is great. Normally my free time is just me sat at a desk playing FIFA, so this was a nice break from that. But even though this run's meant to only be about 40 minutes, it ended up taking me 2 hours because I was A, deliberately taking longer routes to avoid strangers on the main path, and B, also get shots like these. Like here, the camera is in a tree here, okay? This one took me about 10 minutes to set up for 5 seconds of footage. And this one right here, this one took me ages to get. Do you know what? You know what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna let it play for 5 seconds more because I want every single one of you to fully appreciate this. Okay, that's enough. After finishing the run, I was pretty tired, probably because my body was running on nothing but processed chocolate. So it was time for our entertainment for the day. And we've actually got 2 forms of entertainment. One I'm going to use now in the challenge, and then the other I'm going to use later. And the first is this Wolves Lego set. Apparently it has 687 pieces and takes 12 years to build. But I shall be doing it in 60 minutes. Starting from now. Starting from when I unboxed. As a kid, building Legos meant everything to me. I think it's honestly some of the best escapism there is. And even as a 20-year-old doing this, it was just as calming as when I was a kid. I know I said I'd only spend an hour on this, but it literally took me about an hour just to sort the pieces into the right pile. And after that, I honestly can't remember what happened. I just completely zoned out and lost track of time and just built at my own incredibly slow pace like what I did when I was younger, which is insane to me. I mean, now I'm older, I feel like the time is always just ingrained at the back of my head, counting down to finish my next task of the day. So being able to just lose track of time and just enjoy the moment was nice. In this moment, I'm feeling a mixture of nostalgia and happiness, and also probably needing to vomit because there's 200 tons of sugar just sat in my stomach. But when I finally zoned back in, I realized I'd been going for over 2 hours and this was all the progress I'd made. Hey guys, so check out this bowl I just made. Don't look over there. I don't know why they gave me so many spare pieces. Yeah. It was starting to get pretty dark out, so it was time to sort out my sleeping arrangement. But Jamie, football clubs don't do sleeping arrangements, do they? This is a Bayern Munich tent. Well, obviously it's in its packaging here, but inside of this packaging is a Bayern Munich tent. This is going to be so much fun. I'm going to spend the night in here and I'll potentially catch hypothermia, which really isn't that fun. Oh god. It's a 2-person job putting this tent up, but luckily my mum was still willing to help, and also my cat was not helping at all. He was really just getting in the way, actually. I haven't camped in over 6 years, so I basically had to learn how to put up a tent all over again. But I think she was just happy that I was doing something different with my life, to be honest. Because I'm just working or playing FIFA all the time, I've been spending way less time with my family than I really should, and so doing this was a good thing to do. God, I'm really getting in the Christmas spirit now. What's happening to me? We spent a little bit longer putting the tent up, and by the end of the hour, it was complete. This is actually insane. Okay, ready, watch this. Why can't I see my own breath inside the tent? I'm in big trouble right now. Anyway, I'm hungry. Earlier I said that when we went to the Fulham Megastore, we did find something, but I'd save it for dinner. Well, can you guess what I'll be eating? Probably. I mean, you've seen what I've been eating for the rest of the video. These are Fulham mini eggs, and wait, what the hell even are these? These are Fulham fudge cubes, the only edible items from the Fulham Club store. 80% chance they get me through the -1 degree night. 100% chance that I'm now overweight. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but why can't football clubs just sell, like, vegetables? I taste tested the mini eggs and they literally tasted identical to, like, actual mini eggs. I was actually really confused. Like, I don't want to instigate any legal beef here, but something's up right there. And the fudge cubes are really good. They were just way too much sugar. I couldn't have any more than 2 before I just went to throw up. I think I'm gonna. Out 14, it was time to get ready for the night in freezing temperatures. Are you excited, Ben Tancourt?
I cannot wait to go camping.
He's actually been with us all day. He's been great.
Jamie is paying me to be here.
But before that, we have our second entertainment of the day, which is this. It's upside down. I'm just gonna... This Aston Villa quiz book. 101 facts to test your Aston Villa knowledge. And I think you know what that means. That's right. It's the return of Jamie's Fun Facts. Did you know that Aston Villa's record win is 12-2? Wait, hang on. That's actually insane. 12. Okay, fair, it was against Accrington Stanley in 1892. But still. Right, so our equipment is now ready. So let me just show you a couple extra things we have to get us through the night. First is this. So we can do the cutaway thing now. This is a Liverpool sleeping bag, where I will be doing sleeping. This Brighton scarf, and also this Watford hat. Used to keep my cranium warm, and also to hide my receding hairline. It's a sensitive subject. I mean, I don't even know why I brought this up. But because we've got all those things now, we're actually only 1 away from completing the entire list. Doing the night in -1 degrees itself. It's -2 degrees right now. The Liverpool sleeping bag is... Let's go with snug. But I'm all wrapped up. I've got the Chelsea coat on, Brighton scarf, Watford hat. Ben Tancourt is here. He's chilling with us. West Ham bottle full of water in case I get thirsty. It's probably going to turn into ice. Anyway, today's been one of the most fun days I think I've ever had. Period. I feel like every day is just the same for me, you know, like I wake up, I eat, I work, I sleep over and over and over. And all those extra things I do, like playing FIFA and watching TikTok, I do all the time to, I guess, make me happy. There's so much more out there that I don't get the chance to do, but I love, it turns out. Anyway, wholesome monologue over. This little piggy needs some sleep. It's going to be cold, but while the temperature may be down here, the vibes are up here. I set up a time lapse because I didn't know any other way of proving I actually did this. Oh, and just for context of how quickly this time lapse is actually going, for every second you're watching here is about 20 minutes in real time. But I completely forgot about the fact that it's so dark in the tent you can hardly see me. I was expecting to wake up throughout the night, but I don't know whether it was the fact I had no energy at this point, or I'd managed to wrap up really warm, but I low-key slept well. In fact, I only woke up on hour 24.
On my days at 6:36 a.m. it's still -2.
I really hope that that time lapse has worked. Otherwise, this was all for nothing. I could have just faked it. It is about 20 minutes until the 24 hours are completely up, and I kind of don't want it to end. Apart from the food situation, I mean, last night I literally think I dreamt of eating a meal, but this... I'm gonna miss this.